Hey guys, welcome to another Ecto 1 stream. I just saw that Eric said it's buffering on his end. I don't think it's buffering here, but I don't know. Is anybody else buffering at this point? And so let me greet everybody who's here in the chat. Welcome Eric, who was second, wearing a cowboy hat. No buffering. Okay, thanks Kenny. Welcome, Chu. I see that you are now in the car driving home. You'll be listening. I will drive, or I will work slow. And actually, Chu, it's going pretty good. It was a kind of a rough day. This is was my first day in like 2 months in the office, and I have to go back again in another month. Welcome, GB. Welcome, Kenny. Don't see anybody else. Hopefully it stops buffering for you. And I'm not sure what you mean by doctor, Kenny. I'm sure it's some sort of an inside joke. No buffering here. Okay. So like it said in the description, I'm going to be working on finishing up this door that I did last time, but I'm not going to attach the door because this is not supposed to be here. This is supposed to be a solid, clean panel with nothing on it. I did realize something. Excuse me. I did realize something a little while ago. I had this hinge on backwards. So the door was not going to close. It was going to be stuck open. Cool. Glad the buffering stopped, Eric. So I, real quick, took this apart. Like I said, it was literally backwards. The slant that's right here was facing the inside. And actually, this door actually is much better, is the best door so far. And there are fingerprints on there from earlier when I did the... I just realized something. Echo, turn off workbench. That's better. Yeah, for some reason, all digital cameras blow out the lights whenever you have them. So the car is coming along, but unfortunately, I'm now on issue 26, which leaves me with 2 more issues after that. Ah, okay. Oh, doctor. Yeah, I remember that. And I think you're right, it was Spies Like Us. But I'm on issue 26, and unfortunately, I only have 27 and 28 to go after this. Hopefully, Eagle Moss will figure something out and be able to start shipping parts out. They haven't shipped anything. I haven't received anything for the Ghostbuster car since October. Haven't received anything. I've received 1 pack since October for the Enterprise. And this is Eagle Moss. The Iron Man is now out of stock. It's issue 10 that's out of stock. But Agora keeps on shipping the Route Master. So when I run out of the Ghostbuster issues, after I do the Enterprise, I run out of the Iron Man, which actually will take me to the point of having the entire Route Master. I will be starting the Route Master, and I will do it straight through as a single build. Let's see anything? My plan is to run it, like I said, single build straight from end to end. Other things that are going on, and I'm going to do a video an unboxing video on this. I've decided, since the Black Pearl currently is the first actual ship with double planking on the hull and everything. I've never done that before. I've done a riverboat, so I'm going to be starting this up. It's going to be a short, quick build. It's a very small kit. I'm going to be building this up so I get some experience on doing the do the planking on the hull, because this has its own planking. Only thing wrong with this is it's about 3 years old, and I'm waiting to hear back from them because I'm just going to pull one of them out. Not that one. Yeah. Pull one of them out to show it's about 3 years old. It comes with everything to include paint, which has dried out in the last 3 years. Whoa, shit. There went my PG-13. It's acrylic paint, so hopefully I'll be able to bring it back. I've actually emailed them and asked them, or I called and left a message and asked them what they suggest to do, or is it the paint recoverable? Because not that dry, mostly dry enough you can't paint with it. This is what the black looks like after putting water in it and shaking it and stirring it and everything. I have to see. I don't think I'm going to be able to get these paints back, but other than the fact that they're $5 a bottle normally, it's not a big deal because it's just acrylic paint. I'll replace them with craft paint, but really not a happy camper because I actually have a paint set from another ship from Model Expo using their paints, and those are all dried out too. So I have 15 bottles of dried out paint from Model Expo, but that's not what we're here there for tonight. Just a little bit of update of what's coming up. What we're here for tonight is the Ecto 1. Like showed the door already. Let me move that over here. Here's the book for tonight. There are, as usual, 4 packs, starting with stage 95. 6, 7, of course, it's going to be the last one I grab. Nope. This one. And inside stage 95. Evening, Dan. Welcome. But inside stage 95 is quite a few parts, including the next door. Wow. Look at my scalpel is not completely dull. It just didn't feel like it was cutting. It was actually cutting. So most of this is the driver's side rear drawer. You got the door here, the hinge, some more minor pieces to it. There's also in here somewhere is the door lock right there. Let me pull this out. In here is the door lock for that left front door, which isn't supposed to have a mirror mounted to it. And I'm not gonna put the door lock in and not be able to get it back out, because that's it right there. This little bitty piece right there, and that just pushes into this hole here, which I do not believe that hole goes all the way through. So if I put it in there, I'll never get it back out. Actually, it does look like it goes through on this one. It goes all the way through, but I'm still not gonna risk it. Oof. And by the way, guys, just a heads up, Goofy ears are soon to be retired for the summer because it's starting to get hot. It's only 57 or 54 now. It was 57 earlier. It's only 54 degrees out right now, but in the afternoons it heats because I've got all these windows. This room heats up really bad. Beverage, hard cider. So I'm going to put this into my storage box. Still got this steering wheel in here. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it inside that plastic container so that I don't lose it. Yeah, I've had this, the steering wheel we've had, God, I don't know how long. It's been forever. I'm going to put that in there so that I don't lose it. I know based on watching World of Wayne, the steering wheel goes in pretty quick after the doors do. So let me get this out of the way. I had the cat blocked. If everybody doesn't know, I've had this cat sitting on my table. He actually sat on my, as good luck charm on my table in California. So he's been on my bench for about 5 years, 5 or 6. So first thing on here is to put the trim pieces on the door, and I'm just gonna bring them all over here. And these are just press fit. See the longest one, I believe, yeah, the longest one will go up here on the top. Make sure that all the pins are in the right spot. I apologize, I did not show the holes in the door on this one, but I will on the rest. You can see there's a couple holes right there. One there, some holes there, and there. Nice, got a little bit of a rub mark there. Oh, just dust. So the shorter one is going to go up here in the front. Let me make sure. Yeah. And again, each of these has pins on the back of it. 2 to 3 pins. And these are just, like I said, they're just press fit. And oh, by the way, in case anybody's curious, since I had to take the door apart today, I do know that these are going to come out really easily, and you know, I'll be able to switch it over to the other door without any problem, the one that does not have the mirror attachment. Although I will tell you, I'm not a stickler. I'm not going to go, it's not Canon, if they Canon be all concerned. If for some reason I know for a fact that there's going to be a mirror available for here, I'll leave this here and just put a mirror on both sides. It makes sense to me to have the side view mirrors on both sides of the car, whether it was actually there in the movie or not. This one down in here. The middle one was not going down. Neither is, this is not going down at all. I think I might have, strange as it may sound with a little thin piece of trim like this, but I think it was upside down. Now that was the right way because it sticks out right there now. Now I just hope I can get it back. Yeah. For some reason, this one does not want to go on. There we go. That first one went down. What I had to do is rock it a little bit down towards the bottom of the door and then push. These two holes, middle and the back hole there, are slightly closer, just like those pins are. And that's all the trim pieces on the door. So let me do something real quick, because I try and arrange the windows so that I can see the chat. I can see and make sure that the video is actually going out to the world, because sometimes it freezes. But right now, the way I've got it set up, anytime I hold something up to the camera, I can't see the camera, or I can't see what I'm showing. So do that. Rearrange these. Not that one. Opened up the wrong browser. Okay, that's better. Thanks, Kenny. Appreciate that. So like I said, at this point, it's telling me to put the door lock in. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that out. And then it's telling me to fitting the handle. Oh, okay. It's step 2 and step 3 are kind of cattywampus here. But then after I put the door lock in, it's telling me to fit the door after I put a piece in that holds the, let's see, let me find there. After I put this piece in is when it wants me to put the door in. Not going to put the door in, but I will put this piece in using a BM screw. This has a hole right in the center that the pin that holds the door closed hits. So let me see if I can, let me get the BM screw. Interesting, silver. And I kept looking at this. Hang on. Let me spread this out a little bit more. I kept looking at it going, when are they going to tell me to put the wire in for this door? Not realizing it's been in for a while. So like I said, this part here slides in right here, and this flange here on the back is where the screw goes through, so it'll slide in right here. What am I missing? Why is this not wanting to go in there? You know what? Oh, that's why. Helps if you put it in right. I was putting it in with that white part down like that, and it wasn't fitting right. Can't see the cat waving anymore. But if I turn it over, it fits right, because that white part completes the rest of the door frame here. And you will see the cat again in a second, Dan. I will bring him back. You know, well, you can almost see him. You can't see him waving, but you can see him sitting right there. And Kenny has mentioned before that he gets mesmerized by that cat waving. Because like I said, the cat's been there for years. Right now he's very calm. When it gets really sunny outside and the sun hits him just right, he goes nuts. Sorry, I'm off camera. So that's that piece installed. And that's all I have to do right now with the body. which is good because this thing is getting pretty stinking heavy. I'm gonna need one more of those because there's two. So let me get the rest of the parts. Here's the next door. Some RM screws. Some IM screws. Those washers. AM screws. The door handle. And the hinge retainer. So first thing it has me do is put this door handle, which the sun, haven't seen that here for almost a week. Eric hasn't seen the sun in a couple of weeks. As a matter, well, no, he saw the sun, but he saw a blizzard. They closed down North Dakota. I mean, literally, North Dakota was closed for a week. And the sun will be coming. So, just like every other door, so pinhole there, a screw hole there, and the door lock, as a matter of fact. There's a pin here that goes in that hole. That lug fits in the other hole. And it takes one of the AM screws. And actually, I don't think anybody has had that bad of weather. I remember times when I lived in Juneau, Alaska, where I didn't see the sun for 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. Very marine climate there. The screw goes in from the back side. That sounded just wrong. So that's where the screw went. There's where the pin sticks through, and that's got the door handle on there. So I'll show you what I was talking about with the actually this one does not show it very well. So with this slant on the top, this, I'm about to put this one on backwards, I think. Okay, with the slant towards the outside, it lets the door open and close. The hinge can go from here to here. And like I was just about to do on this one, if it's like this, it doesn't move. I didn't get a chance to watch your video yet, Eric. Unfortunately, I worked from the office today. I'm thinking, yeah, that slipped out. So this part will go on top of here, the silver retainer. And then these two plastic, I believe, they might be metal. I think they're plastic, but they could be metal. The retaining rings. Two of the 3 RM screws that are provided. And these actually fit really well over top of the lugs. You see, there's the lug there, and it sits there. And I'm wondering if that was by design or if they made a mistake and that was how they fixed it. Because Eagle Moss they make mistakes. They make some pretty egregious ones, but they do what they can to fix them. At least on some of them. On the DeLorean flux capacitor, they never did anything to fix it. It is what it is. It's not that good, but on the other hand, I don't know how many people are going to get up close enough to see it all that often. I thought about spending a bunch of money on aftermarket parts on it, and then I thought, no, that's crazy. So let me see if I can get these to go down. And again, I'm not putting machine oil like I probably should be on these screws. Seems like the more of these I do, the easier they become. I mean, this one's just literally flapping. Neither the front doors does that. I don't think the rear door does it either. I also noticed on the other rear door that there's a gap at the front of the door. I'm not sure if I'm going to fight with it or not. The door sticks out just a little all the way around. The only way I can fix that is to take the door back off, which I might do, and either remove paint out of the sockets or grind these down a little bit. Grind the lugs here down a little bit, because it literally sticks out just a hair. Not enough to drive me completely nuts, but I know it would bug some people. So where? There. Those are the plastic screws. And that is all that gets done on this door at this point. Both my door stickers. Still have not put them on. I will eventually. I'm not doing it until I'm really close to being done with the model. Interesting that I only used one BM screw out of the three. And didn't use any IMs at all. Sorry, I'm mumbling at myself because I'm sitting here. Oh, never mind. The IM screws were to hold the door on that I did not install. IMs away. And the RMs. I know this is the boring part where you guys watch me put screws away. Got a box from Model Expo. What'd you get, Shu? What did you order? Model Expo used to be my favorite, and I still like Model Expo for wooden kits. They used to be my go-to for all my modeling needs, but I do a lot of plastic now. '98, '97, '96. And I have noticed over the past few years, Model Expo has started to branch out into plastic models. As a matter of fact, they will buy your stash because they're trying to get a little bit larger share of the market than they have been over the years. I will be right back. I'm just going across the room because I don't have a plastic glove. I want to avoid putting fingerprints on that window. And unlike Kaylin, I don't claim to have white gloves. I do purple gloves. Yeah, hopefully more than just a box. That would suck if all you got was a box. I think that, who is it? Bud keeps getting just boxes. Not sure who's sending just boxes to Bud. So, like I said, purple gloves. He is slacking up. Yeah, he hasn't shown up on my streams much at all here lately. So, just for the right door, you can see the R there. It goes on like that. Oh, nice. And oh, a 44-inch Coast Guard boat. Very nice. The Blue Nose, actually, I've never built it, but it's a very, very popular, at least it appears to be because everybody makes one. The Blue Nose is a very popular wooden ship to build. I've not built one. I should build one someday. So SM screws. And I need 3 of them, 1 for each of the holes. And there's 4. You do the middle one first. Let's see if I can get the middle one to go in there. Speaking of Kaylin, how did his coffee with Kaylin go yesterday? I was out and about the Austrian consulate in St. Louis when he should have been on. These, you weren't there. Well, maybe that's why he's not showing up. He's mad at us all for nobody ever showing up on his stream now. I would have been working if I hadn't taken... I actually took sick leave yesterday because I wasn't feeling good. But, but then the wife asked me if I could give her a ride. So, there's those 3 screws. Let me put the... Sorry guys, I just had a squirrel moment. Literally, there's a squirrel in my yard. Back to work? That's no good, Kenny. It's too bad you can't install fiber from home. So this is part of the side closure on the door. There's a small pinhole here to go along with that pin there. And a screw hole here. 2 screw holes. I think that's the way that goes there. Yeah. So there's the pinhole is underneath there. 1 screw will go here. If I can get my thumb out of the way. 1 screw will go here. And a screw to hold the part of the window frame will go on there. That is a DM screw. That's all it's all DMs from here on out. Yeah, I've actually decided that I'm not even gonna consider working anywhere other than where I am now before I retire, unless they offer full remote work, which would be not even the 1 day a month in the office. The government is changing due to COVID. They figured out that people work just as hard, if not harder, from home because they want to keep working from home. Hey Tom, welcome to the stream. I'm still a little bit loose. Okay. Yeah, and you can see that is firmly in place. It's got a little bit of wiggle to it, but it's completely down just because. Yep. Yeah, working from home, you can't beat it. And the powers that be, at least in the Air Force, have figured out the footprint is so much better. You have such a much smaller footprint, and so they're not paying for power, they're not paying for rent. You know, it's better for the Air Force. I end up paying their bills, but I don't mind. You know, I don't mind paying for my electricity, paying for my house and everything else if I can work from it. You hate working from the house? I thought you were, no. Yeah, aren't you IT? You should be able to work from home anytime you want. So 2 lugs here to go with these slats, lugs, whatever you want to call them, and the holes for screws. Fits in just like this. And again, same piece over here for the window frame and to hold the glass in itself. Just put that one in loosely at first. Some people do 2 days at home. Shh, you're not supposed to tell people you're working on models when you're at work. Right. I understand where you're coming from, Shu. I know that 10 years ago I'd have hated working from home. As I get older and closer to retirement, I love the idea of working from home. Is there a pin there? No. I just need to tighten this all the way down. A little bit more. Sorry guys, I keep pulling back off of the mat. Matter of fact, let me fix that a little bit. Well, I am actually right at the edge of the table. Okay, so, and just like all the other doors, there's this piece, pin, let's see, a pin, a hole for a screw. That hole is for this barrel to go through, and the spring goes across it first. And that will assemble the door catch for this door. The distractions can be greater, but you can have no extra distractions if you're like me, because my wife pretty much stays out of the office. The kids are all gone, except I've got 2 of them living here, but they do their own thing. There are a little bit of distractions, but I think I counterbalance it by getting more done. So there is the hole. There's the lug that this sits on, screw hole and pinhole. Goes on here, like so. Let me see if I can get it on there and hold it so I can actually show it to you. There we go. I was missing the pinhole. So it goes on there like that. And right by my thumb is there you can see the white. That's where the screw will go in. And I have to tighten it down pretty well, otherwise it remains relatively loose. Which that goes without saying, but I'll show you what I mean in a second once I get this in here. So you can see right now it's got quite a bit of flex to it. So I'm going to tighten it the rest of the way down. Oops. Oh, that's just, I felt this part moving, but it's just because it's up here. But if you look, this no longer flexes, and the pin will go in and out. And that was a DM screw. And so that's how it looks at this point. You still got the glass, got the door, and on to stage 97. We set the glass over here out of the way. 7. Almost time to change that blade on the scalpel. Well, in case, I'm sure you noticed, but Eric and I have both decided that we have bench mascots almost pretty much full time. He's got Bench Bunny, and I've got at least one Goofy hanging out on the bench. Along with the cat. I guess Cat has been a mascot longer than Goofy has. Okay. So the first thing, got one piece of felt here. Okay, that's right. This will go in first. It'll go in like that. Looking at the instructions while I'm doing this. It shows putting the felt in first before putting this in. I think it's better to put this in first. if you put it in the right way. I'm trying to put it in on the inside, which makes no sense because this trim has to go be on the outside. So I've got the red trim stripe. You got the 3 lugs here that are going to actually attach inside the door. You got 3 lugs back here, actually 5 lugs for screws back here that line up with these holes on the door itself. 10 new staff. Ah, there is that shoe. Somebody's got to be in there to hand out the computers to the new peoples. I believe, yeah. Maybe not. So I'm just looking. This silver trim piece down here has a gap, has 3 gaps in it where the lugs are. I believe that trim needs to go underneath. But it's not playing completely nice. It's almost like there should be other gaps. There and there. And there are not. I'm going to try and put a screw in there and see what that does. Those are OP screws all the way around. Actually, the OPs are on the top. Oh, that's what it's telling me to do. Okay. The OPs go around the outside. Wait, did Kenny debut a video again? I don't know if they did or not, Dan. Supposedly, they changed their shipping company in the States. But they do that every year. And nothing has moved for me in months. So I'm curious, Jalen, did Kenny debut a video again during my video? He did that 2 weeks ago too. That's not in there. Hang on. That's just not lining up right. The bottom half of bottom edge of the door is causing me problems at the top edge. So let me get this first screw in here and we'll see what happens. Now, if he uploads a video that's different than premiering, because if you go watch Kenny's video while I'm streaming, not that you can't, but that's up to you. The difference between a premiere and just a video debuting or being uploaded is that a premiere has chat. And that's last time he didn't just upload a video. He actually premiered it and it had chat and everything. And I don't know if he had anybody on there or not. I was over here doing my thing. Thread it in there. It appears to be. Okay, that's better. That one caught. This one didn't feel like it caught yet. It's holding though. That's not, there we go. The lug was, I could see from the side, the lug was not down in the socket. Same one, just like this one. There. Now you see, it's down where it's supposed to be. I'm fine with him posting a video whenever he wants. Still not going to edit. Yeah, I just don't like those gaps still there. Let me look at the other door. Somehow, no, they're not there on the other door. So maybe it's when I put the screws in down below. Or maybe I'm sitting here trying to get rid of the gaps that let this piece of trim sit where it's supposed to go. Let me put it in the right direction. Now, let me show you if I can. There's actually a flat side here, a rounded side here. This flat side goes towards the door. I believe I got it the right way here. Nope, it's got to go the other way because the gaps between them don't quite line up. There, that covers those gaps up. Now from the inside, let me get the screws out. On the inside, these screws will pull everything together. Damn it. And these are M screws, so they're going into metal through two pieces of plastic. And I'm out of frame, sorry. show you. There's the last screw hole there with both tabs, tab for the frame and the piece from the trim piece on the outside. These two already have the screws down in there. Come on, get in here. We are on the same stream. Don't cross the streams, man. So got those three in there. That trim piece is on there. And yep, that's the last of that. And what were these? These were OP. Not to be confused with Ocean Pacific. That's an old reference. So let me put the two OP screws away. For some reason, I do not yet have a label on my TM bin. Oh no. That's never a good thing. So label that TM. I lose my mind if I lose my wallet. I hope you find it, Kenny. I really do. Because having to kill all the cards and everything you have to do to replace with everything in a wallet sucks. Okay. This could be interesting. There we go. Getting this off while wearing a glove, which I put on because the glass, and I still haven't dealt with the glass. So let me put this, and it's probably going to turn out to be too long, and that's why it said to put it on first. Yep, of course it is. No, it's perfect, actually. It doesn't matter that I didn't put it on first. So another piece of felt to keep the glass from getting scratched up. Yeah, hopefully somebody will turn it in. Hopefully, you know, that's the thing. These days, you can hope, but sometimes you don't want to hold your breath that somebody will do the right thing. And we have searched for my wife's wallet before, and turned out she did exactly what Shu said, and she dropped it in the car. It was underneath her seat. So I'm getting the tape off of this piece of trim. Not getting the tape off, but getting the cover paper. Using the back edge of the scalpel, hoping that it'll peel up just like that. And it goes across the top here. And this also, you can see holes from where the screws were at. It also covers up those screw holes. Get both of these out. Come on. This one does not want to come out. Thought I heard something in this as I went to put it down. Again, using the back of the blade. Lining it up with the top here. Pushing it down in place. Like so. And this last one goes over here. With these, I'm very careful because if you bend these, because they are metal, if you bend them at all, you're going to have no wallet, now the fun begins. You're going to have creases in them. Matter of fact, I can see this one is slightly bent, came out of the package that way, and I can see a little bit. I'm sure you can't on the camera. Hopefully it's in the car, or she just thinks she took it with her and it's in the house. So there's the trim on that door. What's left is the door and the window. And let's see. Oh, great. I need to find the top for that. And put that window, put the cover over top of that window because it doesn't get installed tonight. So I can take off this glove, which is making my hand sweat. Not a good time tonight. Yeah. Put everything on hold, call the credit card companies. And the thing is, once you make that phone call, don't bother to call them back. It's done. So there's the interior of the door. The gears and the screws for the gears. That is all that's in here. In her other jacket, in her other purse, if she carries one. I don't know if you guys have two cars or not, but check in the other car. That is nice. Has Kelly reached the Alzheimer's stage yet? Check the freezer. Check inside Jane. Well, there is that. Hopefully Janeway didn't eat it. But that is actually a good idea, Jalen, because if she was heading out somewhere and she stopped to visit the puppy, she could have sat it down. I think it was Blaine that ate it, but Janeway told him to. Come on. This is the worst part about Blaine's like Ensign Kim. He will never be promoted. Okay. There's that one. You know, you would think if they're going to go to the trouble of putting felt here, why wouldn't they run it down here? Let me get this one. So this one on here. So let me see. You can actually see the felt. This one sticks up a little bit. I'm not going to worry about it. And something that Todd has mentioned, so far I am 4 for 4 on these interior door pieces. Oh man, looks like the this red stripe makes it 2 separate pieces. And the only reason I put the cloth down is I don't want to inadvertently scratch the outside. Ah, look at me go. I put those on, the felt on early. So this gear with the smaller gear inside goes on that pin there. It gets held in place by an HP screw. If I can get it out. No need to read the instructions. What instructions? There's instructions for this? I thought they were suggestions. Actually, I just looked at the pictures in the wrong order. So that's too tight. Back this out of here. Oops. Yeah, needs to be able to turn freely. And this one, which has the arm that the window goes onto, and that arm sticks off to one side, that's got to be on the top. Put that on here. It's got to engage those gears. We put the HP screw away. Yes, exactly. Bedtime reading to help you sleep. Speaking of which, I'll go, when I do the out-of-box review on that launch, The instructions on that thing are impressive. It's 18 pages, and very much of it is actually words telling you what to do. It's designed to be a beginner kit. I just like the way it looked, so I bought it. And I tightened that down too far. So those are meshed. Not sure which one is binding, just a hair. It was that. Love it. So this one, this will eventually end up on here, like so, with the glass in between. And I'm going to find the plastic for this as well, because I don't want to snap off the door lock. So it's a little bit of a shorter stream tonight, guys. That is actually as far as I planned on going. But it's getting there. This door is most of the way done. The other door is as done as it's going to get. Where the heck did I put it? Oh. It's in a box. It is coming along very good. And like I said, this door, let me flip over to it. If it'll play nice. So that is the one problem I have with that camera. Let me try something else. Let me go here. Can you hear me now? I didn't have the mic on the on that scene, so because I had some issues with the Yeti Nano, so it was not on that scene, and so now I just re-added it. But it's getting there. Got this side, the two doors. That light, this light, I've actually seen somebody do a mod to it. I'm probably not going to, where they put an LED inside of there. So it's getting there. Unfortunately, I want to say I've got some of the rear fenders and all that in the parts I still have, but I don't have a whole lot left. I'm probably going to be the left fenders. I'm not positive. So let me switch back over here. And that's it for tonight, folks. It's a little bit earlier than normal, which is actually good because what I can do now, I'll put this away, clean up this, and then I'll get the boat back out and I'll do a out-of-box review on it, which will be the first. Where's the hat? The hat's here. The hat's hot. That's right, True. You were not here while I had the hat on. You were driving. I ain't getting a haircut. You get a haircut. I'll tell you what, Eric. You get a haircut for me. You're lucky I shaved. No hat, no stream. Okay, but yeah, she's getting there. I'm disappointed in the Eagle Moss. I'm excited to finish the car, but I can't get any further without them sending me parts. It's the same problem I have with the Enterprise, the same problem I now have with the Iron Man, just lack of parts. But Iron Man, they say right on their website, they're out of stock. They don't say when they're going to get them in. You got a haircut today. I'm good. I know I am. I have, as a civilian, I have very short hair. Although I look in the mirror and I see all that gray and I'm like, I'm thinking about shaving my head again. So, hope you enjoyed. Need one big time. Are you just now getting here, Donnie? Dude, you have to watch the rerun because I am actually closing it up. I did talk about the Enterprise, about how I don't have any parts. And, you know, actually I should do that when I start taking apart the... when I start taking apart the Enterprise to redo the windows and stuff, I should actually do that on a stream or at least do videos of it. Just so that you guys see what I do. I think Shu is going to do the same thing. You know, and it's going to be a long process to do that. I'm not going to go as far as Shu is. I'm going to put the reflectors and the LEDs back in. I did say Enterprise. I said Enterprise many times. But, so, I'm going to end here. 20 minutes, you know, 7:20, 40 minutes short of I should stream it. I will. Or I may. I don't know for sure. But I'm going to end here 40 minutes earlier. That gives me plenty of time to do another video, you know, so I can get out the... You're not sure how you're going to do it yet? Well, and then I guess I got to do videos so that you can get an idea how not to do it when I screw it up. But going to probably knock out another video, which should be out in about an hour then. Redo the windows, but no electron. Yeah, that's the same I'm going to do, Dan, is I'm going to put the, take all those stupid little windows out, put acrylic in there, you know, UV activated acrylic, paint the ones that are supposed to be black or not, it doesn't really matter. And then put the reflectors back in along with the LEDs. And then I'm going to see how well I can get the light leaks fixed, because it's got a lot of light leaks. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, like and subscribe or not, completely your choice. And looking forward to seeing some of you guys, or hopefully all of you guys, on Friday when Eric, hopefully Mark and I, and Eric was talking about maybe inviting Lewis to our Friday evening stream, and hopefully I'll get back on track and start doing Sundays again as well. Talk to you later. Have a great one. Take care of yourselves. Thanks, Dan. And take care of each other. Peace out, guys.